This one getaway. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He is just so explosive. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. 11 under on the day. Wow, Frank, this is a really good little par 4, isn't it, the 14th?
It is, and this is where one of those strong three-woods comes in. The last 50 or 60 yards as the ball kicks down and towards the left, and it sounds like an aggressive play, but like a hard three-wood trying to run it down there is actually not a bad play.
Is it drivable?
It is drivable, but it's whether it's worth the risk.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Second shot coming out of the rough here. This would give him an eagle. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. The eagle has landed. Wow. Now teed up at the 15th hole. It is the final par 5 here at Quail Hollow. 577 yards. And Frank, I remember this hole well. McIlroy stiffed a 5-iron on his way to making eagle his first PGA Tour win. That came back in 2010.
And the opportunity exists again here. Under 600 yards, plays downhill off the tee. Those two bunkers on the right are perfectly situated. That second one about 310 yards to it. So something straight at that one with a little draw will set up that mid-iron or long iron that has to be hit very high and uphill.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 minutes to find it.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Staring at a 125-yard shot now. From the rough, just a bit to the right, though.
The ball always starts where the club face is pointing. And this one, just right of the intended line.
Now the all-important approach to this, the final par 5 at Quail Hollow. Fraction off the center and headed to the right. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in.
Oh man,
Just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Oh, dude, that's an eagle. He's putting for birdie now. He's made it. Just a little tap in here. This is the start of what some say is the toughest finishing stretch on the PGA Tour. It's known as the Green Mile. Frank, what makes it so challenging?
Well, this hole in particular, Rich, the dogleg right, it means it plays every inch of it's just over 500 yards. That bunker you can see down the right, 325 yards to carry that. If you can fly the ball that far, at least you can chew off 2/3 of this hole, and that is well required here. Otherwise, it's a long, long second shot.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Excellent looking shot here. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Frank, how about this approach shot to the 16th, the beginning of the Green Mile?
There is no other option but the aerial attack here at 16. Front bunker means it has to be carried. The one on the right really isn't in play. But that little hollow in that left front of the green, you've got to fly the ball at least 7 or 8 yards onto this putting surface.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
He has this for par. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. And it drops for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. He's made it. Frank, this is all you want in a par 3, especially late in the round. You have to carry the water. You have to deal with the pressure. At 221 yards, this requires a player's very best.
On the process of elimination, don't go long, don't go left, don't go short, and right is marginal. It doesn't leave you with much.
Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt.
A good solid stroke there, no sign of nerves on that. Second shot.
Here we are, the 18th hole at Quail Hollow. Simply put, Frank, a player needs to hit maybe his best tee shot of the day.
I would agree with you, Rich. If you were to measure this hole from trees on the left to trees on the right, it's actually a really wide fairway or expansive land. But that creek that just meanders its way through the middle of this hole completely changes the nature of this hole. And consequently, you get this is all over it.
Dude, he just made an ace.